It's our privilege to welcome in on Morning Footy Khéphren Thuram after that huge Derby d'Italia win in which you, Khéphren, and your brother scored in. You must be riding a high. What's up, man?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you to have me on your show.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, talk to me about that Derby d'Italia win. I mean, everybody at Juve must be really happy with the start to the season, but specifically for beating such a big rival.
Yeah, it was a great game. We know it's an important game for our fans because it's the Derby d'Italia, and we won it. So yeah, it's the best thing to do during that game.
Khéphren, I want to know the message that you sent to your brother afterwards. That's the important thing. I want to know what the family dynamic was like in the group chat after, of course, your goal, your situation. See, the smile tells me everything I need to know. But the celebration was something that's going to be iconic. I no doubt about it in terms of in the group chat forever. So talk to me about what you said to Marcus after the game.
After the game, it was pretty calm. He told me he was happy for me that I had a good game, and he's my big brother, so I can't really tell him anything if not he's gonna hit me. We still have that relationship.
that must have been a tough text to write for your brother. I bet. Oh, good game, bro. Congrats.
No. He's the proudest big brother ever. So he was really proud of me.
Nice. Talk to me a little bit about what was said during the game. I guess it was friendly afterwards, but during the game, there must have been some beef between you guys.
Yeah, during the game, sometimes it was kind of a little weird because he was next to me and he wasn't even smiling. He was concentrated on what he had to do. So sometimes it was weird for me because he always smiles, he always jokes, and during that game, he wasn't that funny. So yeah, sometimes it was weird.
When you say he wasn't that funny, I want to know, has this competitive edge always been there between you two? I'm talking back from the garden all the way through, just helping each other see the shake. I want to know some of these stories of some of the competitiveness in the garden.
No, always. And he was, he's a striker, so I always had to defend on him. He wasn't the guy defending on me, so I always had to defend, and he was better than me. I would end up crying, and he would end up making fun of me. So it was competitive in everything. It was when we played FIFA was competitive. When we played the NBA 2K on the PlayStation, it was competitive. And in the playground, everywhere was competitive. But I always end up crying, to be honest.
What's the age difference? We're talking three years?
Yeah, 4.
4 years.
He's 4 years older than me.
I'm a big brother. I must admit, when you're playing in the garden around with my sister, playing sports, it's always kind of like, hey, sis, go over there. Like I was in command of the playing situations, and she always followed my lead. So I imagine, Khéphren, it was a little bit like that. Hey, bro, defend me, bro. Come on. Always on his terms, huh?
Yeah, it was exactly like that.
I want to talk about the dynamic because Nico alluded to it at the start. In terms of your hot start to the season, it just seems that everything feels like it's clicking for you guys right now. What's different about this start to the season to previous years as well?
Yeah, we're having a pretty good start. I think we know the coach good because he was with us last year and we did the World Cup. And I think the World Cup was very important for us to be all together and to learn how to work together, to work as a group. So yeah, it's pretty good what we're doing right now, and we still have work to do, so we hope that it's going to get better.
What do you think the key has been under Igor Tudor, especially in the midfield, that pairing in the middle with you?
I think it's how we work. We work a lot physically, we work a lot tactically, so he prepares very well the games, and then when we arrive on the field, it's easier for us. We know what to do. So yeah, I think it's the work that he's putting and that we're putting all together.
What's the day-to-day like? Like, is he a close man manager? You get some managers that really want to be with you. Is he someone that wants to be on the grass with you guys in the training ground? What's the day-to-day like in terms of the way that he manages you guys as individuals?
I think he's a really close manager. He speaks a lot with us. When it's time to have fun, he has fun with us. But when it's time to work, he works. So I think he has that good balance, and the way he's close to us, I don't know how to say it, but because he's really close to us, he can ask a lot to us, and we're going to do it because we know it's for our good, So because he's with us all the time, we know that when it's time to work and he asks us to be serious and work, we're going to do it seriously.
Nice, demanding and getting the most out of his players. Another manager that you had and is a friend of CBS's, Thierry Henry. You had a little bit of an overlap at Monaco, right? And I imagine you have a special relationship with him, almost like Tonton, right? Your Uncle Terry was always there. At least what your brother says is that the relationship is close. Is it the same for you?
Yeah, I really have a good relationship with him. And when he was at Monaco, it was kind of weird for me because, you know, it's the first time I go in the professional group and he's my first coach, but I don't see him as a coach. So it was kind of weird. But then I had the second experience with him with the Olympic team. And it was great because I knew how to be around him. I knew how to respect his coach side, but I knew that when we weren't on the field, we could have that relationship that we always had. And he's been great to me since I'm a kid. He always helps me. He helps me with soccer. He helps me with life. He's an incredible guy.
Has he still got a bit, like, you know, in terms of just the ability? I've seen some of his coaching clips and he expects from people what he was able to deliver as an individual. But you've seen him close. Has he still got a bit now to this day? Can Thierry still play?
Of course he can still play. He's great. He's great. His touch is great. His finishing is great. Maybe his physical ability is not the same as before because now he's older, but...
Watch out, Khéphren. Watch out what you say, bro. They're going to clip this on social media. He's going to hear it.
No, it's not the same. It's not the same. But the thing with him is the way he understands the game is crazy. His mind is... Seriously, I never saw someone like that.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been privileged to talk to Thierry from the shows that I've gotten to do with him. And when you sit down and just listen to what he has to say, it's like you think you understood what you just saw, and then Thierry's just like at another wavelength, right? He sees the game completely different, Khéphren, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's why during the Olympics, he really helped me. After the trainings, we would watch our training sessions together. He would show me some stuff that I missed in training, and I didn't understand why. And you know, he understood it so well. He was going to explain it to me in a simple way. I was like, oh yeah, oh that's what, like, oh, it's so simple, but you know.
Well,
it was great to have him.
Football's pretty much in your bloodline, right? For all those that don't know, your dad's a Hall of Famer as well. Some people would say he's the best defender of a generation in Lily.
Lockdown Roberto Carlos in the World Cup final.
Lockdown, yeah, lockdown. But in terms of what your earliest memories were, because he was a part of some of those incredible Barcelona teams, what do you remember about childhood and watching some of the greats down at the Nou Camp?
No, it was great. It was great because I would go training with him. I would go in the dressing room with him, and being around his teammates was like, to be honest, at the time, it wasn't like a dream. It was just being around them. But now when I look back at the pictures and when I think about it, it was like a great moment. I was next to incredible players without even knowing that I was with them. So, yeah, it was great.
So, obviously, proportionally speaking, if you will, Khéphren, my dad is in the same industry as me. And I saw all the sacrifices as a little kid that my dad had to do to achieve greatness. And I almost kind of like didn't understand it until I got into the industry and understood what I needed to put on the table to achieve at least a 30% of what my dad did. I imagine for you, you feel something similar, especially in this young part of your career, what you need to do in order to be at that level of greatness.
Yeah, of course. Well, I didn't see his sacrifices, but speaking with him now, I see how hard he was working at the time. And I see it also with my brother, because my brother, like, we're 4 years apart. So I can see the sacrifices he has to do. I can see the work he has to do. So it helps me because I'm like, oh, he does that, so I must do that, or I must do it better. So I'm always trying to like improve, work hard. But because I see what my brother is doing, it helps me a lot.
Nice. That's incredible to see. Great guidance in your family. I want to shift over the focus to the American perspective of things because we are on an American show. And you got an American teammate, Weston McKennie. What's it like having him in the dressing room, and what's it like beyond the dressing room and onto the field, and the impact that he has as a footballer for you?
He's a great guy. He's a great teammate. He's always there for us when we need him. To be honest, he's really a great guy. If you need something, he's here often on the pitch. No, I don't even have words for him. To be honest, he's a great guy. You have to know him. He does so much for the team that, yeah, it's really cool to have him around. And he's a top player also.
I feel like he's got a future in TV post his playing career. We've had him on our shows a couple of times, and he's so natural. You know, he's got this bright personality.
Charisma.
He gets it.
Charisma is the way. But you got charisma too, so we're going to jump into a bit of games, right? Because we've had Marcus on the show beforehand. Yeah, we've had him obviously have an opportunity to express himself. So we're going to do a bit of brother versus brother, right? And not on the field, but off the field. So I want to know from your perspective, out of you and your brother, who has the better drip? Who's got the better fashion? I know this is a big thing in France, right? So who's the better dressed Thuram?
My brother, for sure. My brother.
Recognition. I like the honesty.
Okay, hold on.
Marcus has got some half-fits.
Hold up. Since we're on this topic, I'm so curious. You got another call up to the French national team. How much input do you get from your inner circle for the drip that you're going to wear walking into Clairefontaine? Like, I know that's a big thing, and I know every player knows that's a big thing.
The first time I was called up, my brother dressed me, to be honest. My brother dressed me.
Yeah.
My brother dressed me. But the last time I went, it was a little bit of me, and I had my cousin, my big cousin, that I consider like my big sister. She helped me a lot because she's into fashion also. She's a little bit like my brother, so she helped me a lot. She told me what to put. So yeah, we were like on the phone, and I was like, oh, I like that, and she was like, yeah, put that with that. But you know, I stay only with family. My family helps me. I don't go around with stylists and people like that.
That's so intimidating.
You know
Imagine like, walking into Clairefontaine and going like, I need to hit a home run right now.
Wait,
with
you know
my
who
fit.
I blame though? Is Jules calling these people. It's Jules calling.
Yeah.
It's
Jules set the bar up here.
and everybody else is trying to cut to Jules' bar. That's what it is. I want to know which sibling got in more trouble. Like, I was the troublesome child. Like, out of all my siblings, they'll tell you straight, JayDee was the one that got in trouble. So out of you and Marcus, who was the one that was in trouble with your parents the most?
Marcus, my big brother for sure. No, I was the little one. So what he did wrong, I was like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna do that because he just got in trouble. You know, what he did good, oh, I'm gonna do that. So it was easier for me. He was the first one, so he has to make the mistakes first.
You're clearly not an older brother.
No, I'm not. Well, actually, I am an older brother, but at the same time, I have an older brother.
Yeah. All right, Khéphren, a big game coming up this weekend against Atalanta. It must be exciting going up against these big teams in Serie A, especially for you guys to keep the standard. Look, I asked him about football now. He gets all serious. What's it going to be like this weekend against Atalanta?
Oh, for sure, it's going to be a big game. We know they're one of the biggest teams in Italy. They have their own style. They run a lot. They're really aggressive. So yeah, for sure, it's gonna be a big game, and we're really excited to play that game.
Hey, Khéphren, listen, thank you so much for your time. This was awesome getting an insight into an elite football family, and best of luck for the rest of the season.